Hi, this is Bob Sitze, and you're looking at Full of Years. Today I'd like to give you a little Latin lesson. It has to do with the word fecundity. But first, let me show you something. I'm in a garden somewhere in the Middle West where things are fecund. Take a look. If you've ever lived in a place where things just grow, you put them in the ground and they grow, you know the meaning of fecund and fecundity. Things just produce abundantly. You put a seed in the ground and it blooms and blossoms and turns into fruit and vegetables. You have a puppy and the puppy is just alive and full of it and bursting with energy. Fecundity is one of those things that we think highly of because spring's our favorite season, or newness is one of the things we appreciate, and certainly abundance is abundant in Christian theology. We're all supposed to like abundance and not like scarcity. So here we are in a world in which fecundity is really appreciated, and it may seem to be the province of those who are young, or just tomatoes. But here's the truth. When you're old, you can be fecund too. That's a Latin word, and you can guess its meaning. The fecundity of old folk may be different than the fecundity of young people. And so I ask you to think about yourself as productive and fruitful and multiplying and leveraging and building and growing. In some ways the same as when you were younger, but in some ways different. You have a place in life now, a way in which you can be productive, and it wasn't available to you when you were young. It was hard to be wise when you were old. When you were young, excuse me. And now that you're old, your fecundity may rest just in your wisdom. Your fecundity may rest in goo-gobs of people who know you. Or if you have literally been fecund, you have children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren who gather around you like tomatoes on a vine. And there you are, proof that even in your old age you have been productive and you will remain productive. Folks who are creative artists or writers or musicians know that many famous folk who produced works of art of any kind were older. Yeah, they didn't get started till they were older. And as they grew older, they got better at what they were doing. There's elderly fecundity at its best. Well, you probably have some of that in you too. And there are two questions that you got to answer. Am I going to give up on being productive? That would be easy to do. It's not that hard to turn on the television and watch it all day, is it? And the second question, but that's not a good option. So don't take that answer. The second question is, how are you experiencing fecundity right now? Can you name it? Do people around you think of you as productive and overflowing with life and creativity and bubbling with something they can't quite understand? If so, you have some lessons to teach folks, and you have some things to be joyful about. So you are old, but you are also fecund. And whether you like Latin or not, fecundity is a word that describes you. How about that?